Hey y'all, Indy here from the Conscious Club Podcast, the number one podcast on Vulfpeck. This is Indy, and this is
Tori.
Hey, how you doing? This week it is Vulf.
That was so extra. Hey.
I like it though.
You better hurry up because your battery's going to die, Poppy.
Hey everybody, it's Indy here from the Conscious Club Podcast, the number one podcast on Vulfpeck. It is Indy and Tori, and this week we do Vulf Trivia 2 with Daniel Johnson, who didn't stay long enough to do the intro for us because he didn't want to do the intro. I don't know why he didn't want to do the intro, but it is a jam-packed week here on
The Conscious Club Podcast. Wow, he didn't even have to do it a few times.
That's a good tag.
That's a good tag.
That's a great tag.
Dying for some rhythmic section to come in.
You guys want some rhythmic section?
Yeah, what do you have? Yeah.
This guy.
All right. A little experimental.
We're all funky ducks in our hearts, right?
Yep, I sure am. A club.
Right. Welcome, guys. It is the Conscious Club Podcast, the number one podcast on Vulfpeck. We usually open with a tag or a song, and I felt that not a tag. I did a tag, but we usually open with a song. But I did a tag, the Vulf tag, this week, and I just remembered that the TV's not on. Huh?
We have no
Oh
logo.
no.
We have
Fail.
No TV.
Oh.
No
Okay.
TV.
We
What's happening?
like Tori Wong.
My God, this guy's a mess.
He's a mess, isn't he?
Oh boy.
Look at this show we got here. Danny Wood would be proud.
Ashamed.
What did you have to do to get that TV on? That was a lot.
Oh, I did some things earlier, and
Oh, okay.
Jacked
That's not like a okay.
Everything up.
It's like
what are we doing? We're hitting the rocks here.
Hitting the rocks.
Vulf
Just,
played MSG last week, so it's like,
just
we're still going. We're good. We are good. We're in zone 2. We're not in zone 3. We're not in zone 4. We're doing it. Daniel, are you familiar with the zones?
with the
Have you
zones.
been keeping up with the show?
Yeah. No, I know that here on TCCP, you guys are zone 2.
We are zone
We are
2.
zone
Definitely.
And I think, for a good, minute ago, we were in zone 3. But I
Zone
think we're
3.
back.
Zone 3 is
I think
like
we're back.
LA
as
traffic.
long as this TV will turn on with the logo.
Until then, nice little advertisement.
Yeah. Nice little advertisement for
Oh my gosh.
unsaid sponsor.
Hitting the rock.
We're hitting the rocks, and I don't know why.
Well, so what do you do to get back up to zone 2? When you fall into a zone 3, what do you have to how do you when you recognize that you're in a zone?
We're up. We're in zone 2.
Oh, is that it?
Well, when I recognize I'm in the zone,
Yes.
I think zone 2 is a matter of not thinking about being in zone 2.
Oh.
Even though I say we're in zone 2, we're
Yeah.
no, I don't think it technically has to do with all of that. I don't know. When do you know that you're in zone 2? Both of you. Speechless.
I
speechless here on the Conscious Club Podcast.
I really like the idea that zone 2 is when you're not thinking about the fact that you're in zone 2. And yeah, you can
like
sit
that
there
too.
and you can remember the zones and be like, oh yes, I'm in zone
Right.
2. This is amazing.
Right.
But when you've reached zone 3.
Oh,
Yeah.
You know?
that's for sure. Yeah, you're in a
that's-
completely different realm. You're like, that the energy levels aren't matching up to your standards, your expectations, right? What is zone 2 to you, Tori?
Zone 2 is when you're in the groove. You're
And that's a great way.
Moving and grooving.
Moving and grooving. She is a co-host on the show for a reason, y'all, and because she brings the funky, funkadelic, notable mentions in this podcast. I think that was a good point in from which to dive off a diving board into the show, because I think. The past 2 episodes I've been saying, I needed to write an intro copy. I needed to write copy for the intro, and I never did it. Well, guys, this week I did it. It's rough. It's rough, but it's something. I have something down. So this is TCP. It's a living, breathing Vulfpeck Facebook group. And that's basically, a simple way of putting it. We're talking about Vulfpeck. We love Vulfpeck. We love the Vulfpeck. it's a place to come to talk about the week's findings. You know, like Vulf having done MSG last week. It's insane how the performance that we saw. Completely crazy.
You're a fucking liar.
No, I'm not. No, this is October 7th. What are you guys talking about?
Oh my God.
You have to, right?
Yes.
Yes.
It is.
But one of the things we're recording this the
You get your
day
pumpkins
before
yet?
MSG. I'm sorry. What's that?
I'm sorry.
If you inspect the recorded by date and the descriptions of all the Concert Club podcasts, some of them jump between each other.
Yeah.
And this one having been published after MSG, I wanted to do the improv actor extraordinaire indie. I wanted us to method act as if MSG already happened.
He's too good at
even
lying,
though
this
it
guy.
already did.
Yeah, no, it
It
happened.
already did. Put ourselves 3 weeks from now. It already happened, and then you guys are.
I'm not good at lying.
We're not lying.
It's a lie.
lying. No.
It's a bold-faced lie.
we could choose to ignore it, but at the same time,
It did happen last week.
MSG is more timely. So that
Right.
so you will
Right.
speak about MSG before you speak about this, and then you travel in whatever direction you're going to travel,
Well-
and we'll do this, but we can't reference MSG.
We can't reference it because it's just a standalone. It's standalone. It stands alone. It bears not. I don't even know.
So
If only Tori would have went along with this.
Well,
we would have
with that
moved along with the
said-
show.
with that said, when you record
Yes.
the MSG show,
Yeah.
Right.
which has already happened by this point. Which
Yes.
I'm sure was a great show, and I'm sure I really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Now,
It's TCCP.
before that and after that,
Right. Before and after.
any last minute, like MSG,
Right.
like predictions that you want to throw out there.
Oh.
Like any takes
MSG
right before it happens,
Okay.
right after it
Okay.
happens.
Okay.
Or
This is
way
what we're
after
doing.
it happens.
What
do you got?
Krongold, of course.
Okay.
You have the
mush,
Krongold. The
obviously.
mush ob.
right.
Ob mush.
Opening the show?
I don't know.
No, I think they're opening with the dancers.
Dancers.
Okay.
Let's just leave it
right,
there
we're gonna get a,
because
like,
everybody's going to
second-
have known
Mushy
this for a week.
intermission.
Mushy intermission. Oh, the
Intermission.
TED Talk will be interesting because I fear some doctor will show up.
We get a
Some
different
East
doctor.
Coast doctor, maybe Furman.
So
know if he's on the-
we're expecting like a couple
full-
guest appearances here, huh?
full-fledged guest
like
appearance.
full on credits. Like
I mean, we know Charles Jones for sure.
Charles Jones.
Yeah.
We know. We know that
Fantastic.
from the Insta. But yeah, we
exciting.
actually got away from the intro copy that I wanted to.
Oh. Well,
Yeah, feel free to go back to
Apologies.
the copy.
Yeah, so this,
I disagree with your second point, though.
What?
That we're a living, breathing Vulfpeck Facebook group. I feel like we're more of the
Vulfpeck Facebook group.
Vulfpeck. Vulfpeck?
Vulfpeck. It's
Facebook
the
group?
Vulfpeck.
I know. Hold on. I don't think that we're the living, breathing Vulfpeck Facebook group. I think that we're the auditors of the Vulfpeck.
We're the curators.
No, we're not the curators. We're the auditors.
I for sure curate.
We're the IRS of the Vulfpeck.
We're the IRS. I think that's a better way
I
of
don't.
putting
Yeah,
it.
I don't think you're wrong. I don't think you're wrong.
Okay, let me. Okay, hold on a sec. The IRS of the Vulfpeck.
Facebook group. Yeah. We're here to audit.
We're here to audit, and we're here to talk, and we're here to hold you accountable, as well as, it's a two-way street. You guys got to hold us accountable. Danny Wood in the comments
We know
section
Danny will keep
is
us
there.
accountable.
He's there with his clipboard going, you did this right, you did this wrong, and next week you better fucking
Where's your
bring it.
quote?
Where's my quote? I have a quote
Oh,
for you
good,
guys.
good, good.
Let me finish my damn intro copy. This is
Okay,
great.
go,
This is a
go,
great
go.
show. MSG having happening last week.
Mm-hmm.
It's great because all the energy has dissipated by now.
Mm-hmm.
So now this is actually an enticing intro, enticing conversation we have here on the Culture Club
All right,
podcast.
let's get to the copy here.
All right, the copy.
Bob.
We are not experts.
True.
Let me get into that part. So this is the Conscious Club. If you're tuning in for the first time, yes, we are new at podcasting. I apologize that we it's taken us so long to get to the intro of the show.
It's grown.
Yeah, there's room for it. You know, we have time. But this is TCCP, the Conscious Club podcast. We have the IRS of the Vulfpeck. And I really love the amount of syllables that are in that sentence.
The
It's
IRS
got a ring.
of the Vulf.
We are the
definitely got a
IRS
ring.
of the Vulfpeck. Thank you, Dan. We are not experts. We love Vulfpeck and want to learn about them. So basically, you know, the first time I learned about Vulfpeck, I told Daniel, I told basically everybody at work, and they all went, "The fuck is this?"
Told me to. I don't remember if you slacked me a video or if you told me to get up and go around the corner to your computer where you showed me the
told
Cory
you to get
Wong.
up.
Yeah.
Because
And
you gotta.
Yeah. And I
got
got
it.
up and I stood behind you as you played me the Cory Wong video with the screenplay that
With
moves.
the screenplay.
Yes,
Yeah, the screenplay. You know, I think without having seen Cory Wong as the very first Vulfpeck video, I don't know if I would have been enticed.
That's interesting.
Perhaps because I'm a film major. You know, I went to film
I
school.
would have come back, you know.
Oh, yeah.
They do enough interesting visual content that.
Yeah, I mean, you know, what's his name from the Third Story podcast? What's his name? Leo Sidran. Leo Sidran, who did the Third Story podcast with Jack Stratton, Joe Dart, and Jack Stratton, Joey Dosick, and Theo Katzman.
Yes.
He even said that in his intro to Jack Stratton's podcast that when you hear Vulfpeck, you know it's for you or you don't.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Like within the first second you hear it, you know it's your calling, like the bat signal.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like,
Yep.
oh, yeah, I'm here for the funk. But on with the intro copy. We are...
he thinks we're the derailers. He's derailing
Hey,
himself.
you know, we're learning. We're new at this stuff. We don't even have the proper equipment, but we're doing it.
We're breaking it down. It's the intro to the intro segment.
Right.
And now every time we hear
Right.
the intro segment, we'll know what every bit of it means. It's the intro to the intro.
So, like in the prior podcast with Andy Frasco's intro to his intro to his
there we go.
podcast, we're actually
the intro.
doing more good than bad here because we're, you know, I don't know.
All right, get
No,
to
I
your...
think so.
We're treasurers of talent, the T. We're curators of controversy, the C. We're creators of
Creators of
content,
content.
and we're purveyors of podcasting. It's TCCP. What do you think
Wonderful.
about that, Daniel?
That's perfect.
Yeah.
It's absolutely perfect. Yes.
It's a place where we come to digest the week's notable mentions, funny posts, and controversy surrounding the Vulfpeck and surrounding Vulfpeck and the ancillary members. Thank you guys for joining. If this
Maybe
is your
if
first
it
time,
wasn't in size 2 font, you'd be able to read it.
it's an RTF file. Sorry.
Shade.
Credit where credit's due on that one. I'm going to laugh away from the mic for like a minute.
Credit.
Who's the only one in this room who doesn't wear contacts, huh? Or wear glasses?
You.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
That's true.
That is me. So I don't
that's
know.
true.
I could have. I read that fine.
good.
Been to an eye doctor?
you have
No.
good eyes, don't
Never
you?
been to an eye doctor once, and if I do, then I don't know. Both my parents wear glasses though.
So you're due.
But to read and like drive. I don't know.
Okay, yeah,
It's
yeah,
old
that's fair.
people eyes then.
Yeah,
You'll have
old
it.
people
You'll
eyes.
have
Yep.
them when you're old again.
Right. So, intro to the intro. Thank you guys for watching. This is the Conscious Club podcast. I am Indy. This is Tori, and our beautiful, awesome guest,
Stunningly beautiful.
and Jack Stratton
Why,
2015 lookalike. We have Mr. Daniel Johnson
Yes,
here on the
so.
Conscious-
flowy mane,
Conscious
this
Club
guy.
podcast.
Well, thank you for having me.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Give him
Happy to be here.
There you go. Nobody gave a round of applause, but I did. So thank you,
yeah.
Tori. Yeah, whatever.
I'm drinking here.
Fix it in post.
Yeah, we'll add it in post. Yeah.
You put hands in front of me.
Yes. Oh yeah. Yeah. It'll just be a GIF. Of somebody.
you. Thank
yeah,
you.
Yeah.
No, happy to be here though.
Yeah.
Thanks for
No.
having me.
Thank you for foraging into the valley. That's what I say for all of our guests.
Oh, always happy to.
Yeah. And you know, we enjoyed some chips and guac,
Yes.
some pork tacos.
Oh, so good.
It wasn't
Those onions.
fully. Yeah, the onion.
Oh.
And we watched a cooking show.
We did.
Watched a cooking
Yeah.
show. The only
Got
thing
in
I
the
was
mood.
missing. Yeah. The only thing I was missing was some purple ube potatoes. That was the only thing I was missing to make this a real Conscious Club podcast.
I want to get the ube
exclusive.
pie that they have across the
I don't.
a few blocks
no.
down.
All right.
I'll try.
I think it's worth a shot.
I don't want to knock.
You
I don't
know,
want to knock
It'll
it till I
probably
try.
just taste like
Try it.
sweet potato pie, which is amazing.
But welcome, guys. This is a podcast about Vulfpeck. I know we haven't started that
pie.
portion of the show yet. But yes, we have Daniel here. We have Tori here. We are doing it. It's another week. It is the Conscious Club podcast. And what we're going to do in the past, was it 2 episodes or the last episode where I started the quotes? 2. We've done 2 episodes of the quotes. This is the 3rd episode with a quote in it. I wanted to start off the show with a nice quote, a quote surrounding creativity, productivity, business, and music, anything that has to do with kind of what we're talking about to kind of guide us. Give that Jack Hillel,
Halal?
which means guiding light
Oh, Hillel.
in Hebrew.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we're gonna bring you.
Hey, it is Rosh Hashanah on Monday.
Hey, I mean, but this is 10 seconds.
Oh, shit. Rosh
So
Hashanah.
Rosh Hashanah was really cool.
I'm really bad at this.
But anyway, the quote for the show is "Never stop fighting, no
West.
matter." Could you not? What is it? What do we have? Aiden here on the show? By the way, MSG already happened. No, it didn't. By the way, look, Kanye West ruined the. Oh, we got to regroup here. Here.
Stop. Just read the quote.
So okay,
What
well,
do we have?
this is great for the audio listeners because they're just chomping at the bit to get to the next thing here. But it's we have a quote here from Kanye West. Never stop fighting, no matter what anyone says. If it's in your gut, your soul, there's nothing, no worldly possession that should come between you and your expression. Kanye West.
I really like
quote.
that. And I love how possession rhymes with expression.
Ah,
Love that.
Yeah.
dude, he's
Yeah.
a god for a reason. You know? Yeah. My boss almost went to a Sunday service,
Oh,
Yeah.
God.
which I really wish he would have gone to and gave us content for the show. But if you don't know, Kanye West has like a weekly Sunday
it's a-
church service that he does the music for.
No way, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I think I might have heard that in passing, actually.
Yeah, it's something
extra.
gods only do. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. But so I did want to hold us accountable for last episode.
Oh no, what
Oh,
happened?
God.
So there was a point at which where it's very funny looking back now. If you go back to Conscious Club podcast number 25, we go over the really long great comment on a Vulfpeck post that was basically a Rick and Morty meme that was translated into Vulf speak
On the Vulfpeck.
on the Vulfpeck. So we found a post that
Okay.
really looked like this guy was throwing shade after shade.
We thought he actually wrote it.
But then we thought he actually wrote it, but then figuring out after editing it and afterwards, it's just a meme about Rick and Morty.
But he replaced
Audiences?
everything else with Vulfpeck.
But he replaced everything in the meme with Vulfpeck references. So it
More
looks like
tongue-in-cheek.
right. So here we have
a
wait a
meme of
second.
a meme.
So here's the meme as it was originally. So to be fair, you have to have a very IQ to understand Rick and Morty. The humor is extremely subtle, and without a solid grasp of theoretical physics, most of the jokes will go over a typical viewer's head. Right? So like the post in the Vulfpeck was literally like you have to have a very high IQ to understand Vulfpeck. The humor
Right.
is extremely subtle, and without a solid grasp of music theory,
Right.
You know, like all that shit. So
no, that's funny. I think that's really funny.
Yeah,
He
kudos.
completely redid it.
yeah. So if you go back to 25, I look like a complete idiot.
Were you up in arms?
Yeah, I was up in arms.
Yeah?
Dude, I'm up in arms right
Ooh,
now.
again.
I wrote it down.
Oh.
Turgenev's Russian epic Father and Sons.
Oh my
That's
gosh.
Which is where this is coming from too. And I was like,
Oh.
gonna be in the future podcast. Let me write that down. Sorry guys, I know I
It
look
was
like an
fake
idiot.
news.
No,
We all look like idiots from time to time.
No, I think it fits because it shows how ridiculous the original statement
Right.
if taken at, it's funny.
Yeah. No, it's really funny, and
it helps
like-
the case of whoever turned it into Vulf speak.
Right, and
Yeah.
I also think it's like it was an iceberg in itself. Like I say, like Jack lays down the icebergs for all of us in the sea of funk.
Yeah.
There's always something that you could learn more, like the word animal spirits.
No,
like we
it's
learned in prior
ridiculous.
episodes. Right, it's ridiculous, and basically, pack member whomever
Yes.
did that. I love that
Nice.
because people who don't watch Rick and Morty like myself, I'm sorry.
Right.
I probably lost half of our 18 followers, but by saying that. But this actually brings me to another quote that I wanted to. Let me see if I can find it here. I mentioned that I was an idiot. Yes, we have one from Jerry Lewis. I had great success in being a total idiot. Jerry Lewis.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Relatable.
I have hope. So yeah, we keep ourselves accountable here on the Conscious Club podcast. It's something. It's the podcast in itself is something to learn. You know, we all grow, we all learn, and I think we can always try to be better than what we were yesterday. I'm so sorry for my floss my teeth.
I agree with the doctor. So
you guys got to go back to
Get on the
podcast
phone
number
with
13.
Aiden.
Yeah, podcast number 13, where this pops up again, and I didn't set the fucking, turn the reminders off on this, but I'm sorry, guys. But
he's coming after you.
Yeah. But I also went to recently, 2 weeks ago, Mr. Jason Lee Brun's live performance in Santa Monica.
Oh, wow.
Near the beach outside in a park.
Sounds like the perfect venue for that.
And it was. And let's get a little taste of that.
The 40th birthday party at Catalina Jazz Bar and Grill on October 4th. They are going to be bringing you a variety of jazz standards, originals, and pop hits reimagined with Latin rhythmic influences and blood, sweat, and tears surrounding arrangements consisting of 3 horns, upright bass, guitar, piano, powerful vocals, virtuoso instrumental, and scat solos throughout. Ladies and gentlemen, we're so lucky to have them here. Please give a big round of applause for Bruns Collective.
I do want to note that he did change his band name again, if you haven't noticed.
For the 80th time.
It's not the Jason Lee Bruns Jazz Collective featuring Kevin Batche. It's
Right.
the Bruns Collective featuring Kevin Batche.
Where do you think it'll go from here?
Next
It's
is
just going to
just
get
going to be
further chopped down.
next is just going to be the collective.
Kevin B. Like, here's Mr. Bruns himself on the kit. And we have Mr. Livingston. I think his first name is Edwin. Edwin Livingston on the bass. See, we're finally getting into the music portion of this music-based podcast. And this is Mahesh, the piano player. He's played at the White House for Obama.
Wow.
Guy's incredible.
Yeah.
And we have Corey Wong's lookalike here, Mr. Ben Thomas on the
Very much.
on the Jack Stratton guitar. It just happened to be like a Corey Wong rhythm.
Yeah. Right?
This is the Sissy Strut, for all y'all want to know. It's funny
His
how
music flies
when's that
away
album
and
coming?
catches it.
what?
The Bruns Collective.
Oh, they haven't recorded yet, but
they haven't
will.
recorded yet.
They
Okay,
will.
okay, okay.
Yeah.
You guys missed
I want
JLB catching his music as it was flying away while playing the drums.
JLB?
Yeah,
He did that?
pulled his Nate Smith drum catch. You'll watch his music fly away. Go before.
Oh, it's more.
Okay, here.
Oh, okay.
Wait.
Pull a Nate Smith.
Look at him. Here it goes. Here
Let's
it
see,
goes.
let's see,
Here it
let's
goes. Here it goes.
I was enamored by Corey Wong. Oh, he's just holding it with one arm.
Picks up
Great.
stick. Oh. Hot mess.
Just grooving. They're grooving. Grooving hard. I love it. But that wasn't, the height of the show. The height of the show.
There's the music.
Ah,
You see him?
yes. I love it. I should just call this podcast Bad Timing. It'd be Bad Timing, Conscious Club Podcast number 27. Bad Timing. But yeah, this part of the show wasn't necessarily the best part of the show. The best part of the show was when they play my best and most favorite song of all.
Fifth flow.
Fifth Flow. Yes.
Oh, very excited.
Oh, let me
Just the thought It makes my racing heart a wreck.
Kevin Batche on the vocals.
On my neck. Because it's a bluff that I don't care at all.
And somebody came to talk to me. A woman's gonna walk up to me in the next like minute and ask me a question, and I'm gonna like fumble with the
Was it
camera.
a good question?
I don't remember what it was.
Who talked during what does she need to know during this?
I know. It's funny because I was recording the intro.
Yeah.
And this one guy walked up to me and you know, old guy.
Yeah.
Walk up to me and asked me a question about the band, but I was like filming.
Yeah.
And I would like motion to him to go like. And he's like, "What? You can't walk and chew gum at the same time?"
No, you're not supposed to.
That's what this guy said, and I'm like, after the recording, I'm like, "I'm
Nice.
sorry, I didn't want to get anything on the video."
You know, when East Coast jazz musicians, middle of the century, last century, right, would come over to Los Angeles, you know, because the jazz scene's big in
Jazz
New York,
history here
right?
on the Conscious Club podcast.
And so they come over to Los Angeles, they book a couple gigs,
Yeah.
and they're playing in these clubs. And they're like, what the fuck is this? Why do the West Coasters just talk during the shows? Apparently, it wasn't a thing over on the East Coast, but over here in Los Angeles, everybody just... It's conversation time during the show, and jazz musicians hated it.
No wonder Larry David.
I don't know if that like goes into... I don't know.
No wonder Larry David shushes Michael J. Fox in that episode of Curb.
Coast.
Hey!
Yeah. East
Yeah.
Coast versus.
For all you non-Curb members, yeah, won't strike a chord with you, but hey. Yes, let's continue, and let's hear me try to move my try to record while somebody asks me a question, then I realize I can't record anymore, and then I only get the ending of the song. So, yeah.
Baby, you can watch me burn out. And will you take me home? Don't worry how it turns out. You know that I can't leave you alone. The elevator moves too slow. The number lights burn out low. But we have it timed. Your hand in mine. We know.
Been looking for this one.
When the North Pole we come together.
Why you? Oh, because you're... Okay.
I'm the merch guy.
Yeah.
Have our next show.
The neighbors are gone.
Okay, that's...
For the schedule.
Right. No. You are in a position that you might know some sort of information someone might be looking for.
Correct.
I understand that.
But when Jason Lee Bruns tells you to film the opening of the show, you film the opening
No, you film the
of
opening show.
But
and,
also, I'm
you know,
doing Bruns a favor by telling her more information about the shows because she could be a future
No, it's
contributor, patron, per se,
true.
on the next album.
Yeah. Do it in between the songs.
Right.
Now let's collide.
This is the song.
You know, it's
Fifth
kind of like
Floor.
the... You know, you don't leave... Oh, sorry, we're speaking over this. Damn, I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. What were you going to say?
No, it's like how you don't leave in the middle of a song, you know? You always wait for a song to end. If you're like,
Right.
oh, I gotta head out. It's like, nah, wait a couple measures,
Right.
you know?
You know, I've always had a different thing on that. It's not necessarily music, but
Yeah.
like at a baseball game,
Yeah.
I'll leave during the middle of an inning on purpose so that nobody leaves with me to get in line to something.
Oh, yeah.
Like, say if I'm at a baseball game and there's like 2 outs, I'll go.
Yeah.
Because you got TVs everywhere and no line.
No, that's fair.
But we got epic sax solo.
The screen's got a glare, and I'm trying to figure out if that's Steve Harrington.
I don't think it is.
No, it's not.
But that saxophone player was Michael Bublé's.
No way.
Bublé's, yeah.
No, fantastic.
Interesting.
All around, this seems like a great collective.
It's
trying
it's
to find
a solid
another word,
collection.
but yeah.
The trumpet player there in the middle is the trumpet player for Green Day.
Really?
You know, it's
Must not
like
have listened to enough Green Day.
I guess probably their live shows,
Yeah. Okay.
or maybe a studio.
I don't know.
Maybe it's just like a
That's awesome though.
like our friend Justin Wright. You know, just studio to studio. You know, just bumping tracks on the fifth floor. And I always do my signature ending to all the fifth floor recordings.
On the fifth floor. Country club.
It was a great time. Great time. What else do I got here? Oh, this was fun. This was really fun. So, they had us park in the parking structure across the street.
Yeah.
And there was nobody in there. And listen to how loud my trunk closing sounds. It literally sounds like D-Day, like Hiroshima on this bitch.
Wow, can we go back there and record?
Holy fuck.
Oh, that was awesome.
So loud.
One more time, man.
Jeez.
Holy fuck.
So loud.
Love that place.
Dude, it's great.
Wow.
I think it's like 808 Wilshire.
Okay,
Santa
I'm making
Monica.
a note.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go record.
But, yeah, had a great time being Jason Lee Bruns' merch guy. And if you don't know Jason Lee Bruns, look at brunscollective.com. He even shortened his website address.
Nice.
He's on that domain.
He's on the
gang.
domain.
Committed.
One of the things that happened recently in the pack is a Vulf questionnaire. So pack member Thomas says that Vulfpackers, as I am working on a concept of authenticity in my graduating project, I was wondering how you would define this concept, and I'd like to measure how you place this group in your life. Here is my Google Forms questionnaire, specially made for you. I humbly require 10 minutes of your life to help me get some precious answers. I would be so grateful. So I figured we can do it together.
Oh, I was just gonna ask if you two had done
Let's
this.
do it.
No, let's
Cool.
do it all together.
All right.
No, I've never
Sounds
seen
great.
So, Vulf questionnaire. Hi, everyone. I'm Thomas. I am a French student, but also a Vulfpeck lover. I don't know why that has to be mutually exclusive from one another, but we'll move on. Within the framework of my graduating project, I am researching how authenticity can improve the value proposition of music bands.
Okay.
Okay. Moving on. Your first impressions usually best reflect your thoughts. Please answer without any hesitation. There is no time limit for answering the questionnaire. It is 5 sections, although I felt it should take you about 10 minutes. Long answers are optional. The information collected is and will remain strictly confidential, as it will only be used in advancement of knowledge and the dissemination of overall results in scholarly professional forums. I am already so grateful and valuable for your collaboration. All right, so what? Let's put us at 25. Well, you're 26.
Yep.
She's 24. I'm 26.
Let's take the median.
Yeah, we're taking the median. 25, huh? Nobody's 25 in this room, but okay, whatever.
Yeah, no, it makes sense.
How long
right.
have you known Vulfpeck?
Since I met you, which is
Two.
just around
I'd say 3.
almost 2.
2 or 3?
2.
2. Let's go 2. How did
This
you...
is years, right?
Years.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How did you discover the band Vulfpeck? On the
From
radio,
you.
on the TV, on the internet, of course.
A friend, I
A
guess.
friend. I mean, we could submit 3 of these, but basically they're all on
Well,
the
if
internet.
we heard it through a friend who heard it from the internet, the source is
Then
the internet.
technically the internet.
You're right.
Yeah.
Correct, Daniel.
I don't want to give the guy inaccurate results
Right. Yeah.
because this is a dissertation. we're
This
talking
like
about here.
the 3 of us as one person.
We're taking the median.
We're
of everything.
skewing all of the results.
yeah.
Why do you appreciate or not Vulfpeck's music in your own words? What about you, Daniel?
You know, I got to throw this one to you.
Why do I appreciate Vulfpeck's music?
Mm-hmm.
Single-handedly because it woke me up.
There you go.
It woke me up. Both personally, financially, shticky, if that's a thing.
Stickily.
It opened my eyes to the possibilities of the internet and what you can do if you put in the work and if you have a standard of quality and you're a shepherd of greatness. And, you know, like, seriously, like,
Is this rehearsed?
no, no, no,
There's
maybe,
a prompter behind you.
maybe. And the shepherd of greatness, everybody.
No, I'm
but
sorry.
like,
I think that's amazing. Yeah.
you know, no, it's crazy because, you know, single-handedly, Jack Stratton, and through all of his hard work, without him going through all that work, we wouldn't have the music that we have, even though these great musicians exist, right? So it's the shepherding of the greatness that is the most interesting. And MSG happening last week, like, did you guys see the poster?
Yes.
Yes.
Because did you notice the order in which the names were put on the poster? Mm-mm. Well, let me show you guys. Because this is a part of the Vulf questionnaire, but I definitely wanted to note it. Actually, it's in another folder. Here we are. So, this one. Here we are. So, look who's last.
Well, that's
on the names.
first. He's first in.
No. He's first in, but he's last in the names. If you look on the poster, it's Goss, Huang, Dart, Dosick, Stanley, Katzman, Stratton. He put himself last. The humble, the humility, the vision. It's all about everybody else but Jack. He is their fearless
He's
leader.
first in, though.
That's what he has to be.
Right.
He's leading. Mm-hmm. He's the leader. He's the pack. He's the
Right.
pack leader. What are you talking about? You know what I mean? I just wanted to make that point because I think it's an interesting point, and I think it's well crafted. It's by design. Mm-hmm. He could have put his name anywhere in there, especially first. But I think having the names, him being last in the names,
Yeah.
but him being first as a leader is an interesting thing, even though
Yeah.
the names are directly under every person.
Yeah, but that's great design. He's known for it.
Right. Yeah. And
That's beautiful.
Yeah. Tori's at an art gallery right now, just like
No, I love how they're coming out of Joe's car. It's amazing.
Right.
And I love the
The Vulf
funky
car.
duck with the
Everything about this.
sunglasses, and then
funky duck.
and Jack's family's poodle next
I
to
mean,
it.
this is a culmination, much as the show was.
I know there's so many things in here that are so cool.
16.
The Yonkels, the New York Yonkels.
Yeah. No, I mean this is the moment.
No more government subsidies for
This
active
was the
bases.
moment.
Got Back Pocket, A Walk to Remember, starring Adrienne and Adrienne.
Wow.
There's Tea Time. There's Sky Mall. There's him on CNBC. Sky Mall of Fame.
TV time.
TV time.
Sky
Joe
Mall
Dart.
of Fame.
Catch a rare glimpse before the show. Oh, nice. That. See, but like this is what I
Burgers?
wanted to harp on there, and I think
This guy did a great job.
and is that
Yeah, that's Gadsden.
that's Gadsden? Looks like Gadsden.
Yep.
Interesting.
I'm sorry, who's Gadsden?
Is that
The
Purdy?
he's the drummer in the Running Away. That is Bernard Purdy.
Oh, okay.
Gadsden is the drummer in Running Away.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, David
All right, cool.
Walker.
Got David T. And this
Wow.
must be Charles Jones.
That must be Charles Jones.
Yeah, you got Purdy. Who else can we spot here?
I think this is the guy who does the
Lewis Cole.
my bank account.
Lewis
Yeah.
Cole.
Yep.
Those are the girl.
Oh, the dancers.
Yeah.
From the Mr. Finish Line video.
Nice.
You got Bootsy Collins. That's cool. God, this is super cool. Guided smile meditation. Love that.
Cute.
The Funky Duck. This is great. But yeah, that's basically what I wanted to point out with this. I know we took a little sidetrack here, but that's what I appreciate about Vulfpeck. Like, it's Jack's vision and also the humility that he brings to the table, and that you have within yourself, going on a Corey Wong detour, you have within yourself, like what he says in Companion Pass. We have to strip away the roadblocks that are keeping you from being you, and I think just what they're bringing to the table at all is way more than what they need to. And that's why I love Vulfpeck. I don't know if I can put that answer, but
Yeah.
Jack woke me up in every way.
I just imagine him lingering over your bedside.
They put a little footnote like C TCCP number 27.
See TCCP number 27 for more info. I love that. Thank you. That's like leaving like a Bean Ornish like thing out there, you know. How many times do you see Vulfpeck in concert? Never. A single time. 2 times. I've seen them twice.
Between the three of us, 4, right? I'm just kidding.
She's done 1. You've done 1. I've done 2.
You've done 2. What do you guys want to go with?
What's the median there?
I'd say 2.
2. Let's do 2.
Cool.
How would you rate Vulfpeck shows?
7.
7. Funkin' amazing.
Nice.
How would you rate the general talent of Vulfpeck
7.
7? Yeah. What are the first adjectives, feelings that come to your mind when you're listening to Vulfpeck?
Funky.
Yes, actually. Yes.
Funky. Next. Pardon me.
I've probably spelled bot.
This section will
Yes.
measure the weight of your expenditure for Vulfpeck products and
Nice.
your enthusiasm towards Vulfpeck contents.
I see where this is going.
Have you ever bought Vulfpeck's merch?
Yes.
Yes. How much have you approximately paid for all your Vulfpeck merch pieces? Yeah, I'd say like $100, maybe $150. You way more probably.
Oh,
Maybe you have
yeah,
the
with the
records.
records. Yeah. So between the records of everybody, yeah, I'm getting up there. And I would shell down, you know...
I want to say 150.
You know, yeah. I put a bit more down for one of those FC club sweaters, too, you know. But
Dude, I would so put more down on that too.
But yeah, so...
I think 150 because like...
That's fair.
I would want to spend more than that if I had
Right.
the opportunity because of the scarcity
Right.
of it all. If I had the opportunity to give them all my money, I would. You know, if I can get all these great products. But, you know, they make it so available that I don't get that luxury. What's the most loyal act you have done by passion for Vulfpeck?
Created
You're
a
watching
podcast.
it right now, baby. The
Conscious
TCCP.
Numbers 1 through 27.
Conscious
The Zonctious
Club
Podcast.
I would say
It
so.
sucks.
Hey,
Yeah, but
don't
that-
say that.
We're our
Strike
worst
that.
enemy.
Bad
Strike
for
that out
our
of there.
brand.
You're right. It's a great show, guys. How would you rate the Facebook group Vulfpeck compared to other groups you're into? This is an interesting, you know, like I definitely think we're not going to 7 here.
No.
Okay.
But I definitely
5?
want to give it its value because I think 5 or 6 because I think of most, you know, I can't say of most groups, but of the groups I'm in, there's a willingness to learn, but there's also like if you don't know shit, people fucking let you know in a weird way. So like, I think
crowd.
more of a 5 is
Also, definitely, you know, had a war. So there was that.
The war of
Multiple
1612.
wars.
better. Yeah.
There
War
was
of
one recently, I
1612.
thought. I don't know, maybe not.
You're in the pack now?
No.
Oh, you've
No,
just been
I've-
watching the show.
Yeah,
He's been watching the
been
show.
watching
A
the
loyal
show.
listener. We'll go 5 on that one because
Cool.
I think most of the people are good and want to do better and love everything.
It seems to be.
And people and then other people want to complain about
And they're funny.
those things. Yeah, they're funny. It's funny funk.
Yeah.
We haven't got there yet, but we will. What kinds of contents do you expect the most on this Facebook group? I guess it means what kind of posts.
Yeah. I know my answer.
What's that?
Dory? What are you thinking?
People sharing their own music or music that they like.
Oh, interesting.
Okay. What about you, Daniel?
Memes.
Memes?
Yeah, true.
But the music
Memes.
thing, like, there are tons of covers, and that seems to be the most, like, I mean, aside from memes are sort of, you're going to find those in every small group, right? Or every group.
Mm-hmm.
But the actual, like, the music covers and the music and sharing around the music, that is something it's a strong characteristic of the Vulfpeck.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I think that works as an answer.
Right. It's like a. Whoa.
You good?
What's
going on over there?
That was going around.
Let me,
Oh, no, how's our host?
Whoa!
But yeah.
There
no,
was
I'd
a
say the
bug
music-
flying around. Maybe you breathed it in.
Breathed in. Oh, wow. Ooh. Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
so contents. Okay, so we're
Yeah.
gonna
So you
say
thinking,
memes,
well, yeah, in the music.
memes,
Definitely throw that music thing in.
people.
Oh, and that's the end of that page.
Sharing their own music and music.
Oh my God, guys,
they
so sorry.
enjoy.
How you doing?
I'm doing great. I think.
All right. Good to
I
hear.
was gonna put down for the what kind of content do I expect from this the group.
Yeah.
I think I would put reselling Ticketmaster tickets. To be honest, to be completely honest, it's basically a means by which to resell your tickets.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
And also,
interesting.
it's. I mean, I think this is a
Sorry.
great question for the conscious. No, don't apologize. I'm sorry, but I'm in zone 1 right now because.
Yeah, well,
Because
okay,
let me
I
go
can
back
follow
to
that.
zone- Let me go back.
We've
to zone
not
2.
talked about Zone 1, but I can follow that.
But I think this question more than most on this questionnaire
Yes.
is most pointed towards us because I think
Yeah.
a lot of the show is revolves around the content that is shared there, and what has been a trend over most shows is notable mentions, funny funk, controversy, and something to learn from Vulfpeck. So I think those 4 things, along with reselling your tickets because you can't go because you bought them months ahead of time.
Right.
I think that's
It's all their subreddit, too.
yeah, and the subreddit. But I think the Facebook group is more active.
Okay.
I think it's like
Yeah, I would assume it has.
I think the Reddit group is like a
numbers.
subsection
Yes.
of Vulfpeck members.
Niche of the niche.
Right, it's like everybody who loves Vulfpeck who also lives in their mom's basement. You know?
Okay. All right.
You can bring it down too and tip it up.
Thank you.
There we go.
Hold my tongue.
I think instead of bad timing, I would just say hitting the rocks. Conscious Club Podcast.
We're
number
not
27.
hitting the rocks.
Okay,
Hit
okay.
next.
She is animated.
Is there a verb to like set yourself into a different zone?
It's called
Zonin'.
zoning.
Zoning.
Zoning. We're
We're
zoning.
zoning here on the Conscious Club Podcast.
This
The
next
hard
section-
lines me. No, okay,
What were you gonna say?
never mind.
What hard lines you?
Never mind.
Give me that hard line. Give me that hard line.
Nothing. It's a reference if you ever worked at Target. Let's move on.
Okay. Hard lines. Who's on
My
line
brother
6?
worked at Target.
Do you or have you played a music instrument?
Yes.
Then yes. Yeah.
This is the
all across the
section-
board.
The section of the questionnaire is named Vulfpeck and the Issue of Authenticity. The
Oh, sorry.
section- No.
Skipped
No.
Never
never
apologize,
apologize on the
Daniel.
show.
You are a perfect snowflake.
Sorry. I don't know how to flick this yet. All right.
Okay.
Where were we?
You got fucking Bill O'Reilly over here.
What? No.
You snowflake.
No,
You
not
fucking-
in an SJW way. In
Right.
like, you're perfect the way you are. Don't apologize.
And you're unique because nobody can copy you. Yeah, except that you're copying Jack Stratton by existing.
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 Sorry, I didn't get there first.
Whoa.
No, he got there by, what was it?
I don't know.
6 years.
Something like that.
Yeah. Born in 87.
Shots fired here
That's
in
Fifi.
Zone 2.
We'll figure it out.
This section will measure how Vulfpeck influences your life and the definition of authenticity. And we do play music. Do you know how to play one or some of Vulfpeck's songs? Sing if you're a singer.
Do we?
He is a singer.
12.
Oh, I thought the show was.
Antoine Stanley's packing his bags at MSG right now.
Say, Antoine. If Antoine was Theo.
Yeah, true.
I can cover one or two Vulfpeck songs. There should be a qualifier in there where it's like you can play the Vulf tag.
I
Vulf intro.
can do some of like the Jack, like the contra. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Close your eyes.
Close your eyes.
Does that count? All right.
I'll go in the middle. I definitely like
Sing if you're
covering a
singing.
Vulfpeck song is that
You got soft parade down.
I do got soft. Hey, let's do it.
All right.
Let's do it. Hey, soft parade. Let's do it. Let's do it.
Oh. There we go.
That's sweet.
He's in his Woody groove. Oh.
You know, I think the answer is yes. Is there a definitely? still yes.
Woody's understudy.
So yeah, I could play
Yes.
one or two. I definitely play Funky Duck. That's for sure.
True.
Terribly, but yeah. How would you rate your music level and knowledge? I'll go a 1 for that.
No.
really bad.
Absolutely not.
No?
No.
No.
2?
I'd say you're.
I don't know. How would you rate?
If Justin Wright...
How would you rate the
Conscious
song
Club-
in version?
That's a 4.
Yeah,
it's a
solid 4.
There's a good tremolo effect.
There you go. Solid 4.
Yeah, inversion
4.
MC Linchpin on Spotify, Apple Music.
Solid 4.
Solid 4. Because, well, put it this way: if
No,
Jack
let's talk
Stratton-
about Del.
No.
Let's talk about the Crash Kids. Let's talk about the. I don't
Okay.
know.
Del Sol.
You know, pick a thing up. Yeah.
Okay.
Let's talk about it all. You're a solid 4.
It's a 3.
It's a.
No, if Jack Stratton's 7, Justin Wright's 6, I'm definitely not 4.
I'd put Joe Dart as a 7 and Jack as a 6.
You're right. So okay. Oh, let's do that. Okay, so Joe Dart 7.
Yep.
Woody Goss 6.
Okay.
Jack
Jack
Stratton
5.
5. Corey Wong 4. Ooh.
Ooh,
No. You're not giving
Corey
yourself
Wong
below a 3.
Corey's a 7 in my eyes.
Yeah, I mean it's tough. It's tough to rank them all because they're all like the same caliber.
Great.
You know.
Yeah.
It's like if you have, like the 50 cal Desert Eagle.
Yeah.
They're all the bullets in it. You know what I
Right.
mean? It's like
Here's the thing. If you can
really
criticize,
masked. I don't know what's going on.
here's the
you
thing.
know Desert Eagles. Your dad has guns.
I don't know what that is. Go ahead.
All right,
Deagle.
let's talk about because
Yes.
this answer is a 4.
Okay.
Okay, I'm not even
You're being
gonna give a
very
reason.
you're being very nice, Dan.
But I'm thinking it's a 4 just because you on this show have talked about covers, rhythm sections, and what rhythm they're doing wrong. I don't know. There's
I
something.
guess that would
you know,
put me in 3.
Okay,
No, 4.
and
No,
then you
4.
produce music, and then yeah. All right.
Okay.
And what's the next one?
All right. How would you rate your
Eclecticism.
eclecticism? I like this.
That's
this
a
guy
great
from France.
question.
I like this guy from France knows better English words than we do. It's great. I mean, than I do because you guys probably both knew that word. But I know eclectic.
also- yeah, eclectic.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
That's a 7.
7. I mean, but you're
I
stubborn.
don't like country though. True, very stubborn.
Let's
so I'm
go.
probably
Let's
a
go
5.
4. Let's go 4 because I think definitely Jack is way more eclectic
Okay.
than anybody
Yeah.
in this sphere, right? We don't know him, so couldn't tell you. Do you consider Vulfpeck an authentic music band?
Yes and
Yes.
Yeah.
Is that even a question? How important would you consider all the elements below to judge how authentic is a music band? Okay. An album or its complete discography? I think that's absolutely important. What? Oh, can I only answer one?
Oh no, you have to do one per each.
Yeah,
So,
right.
yeah, you're good.
So you don't think that's absolutely important?
No, it
The
is.
discography? Oh, okay. I thought your
It
head
turned
went
red.
through the other
It
the
turned
other
red,
wall.
so I was concerned.
Group videos and clips for their singles. I mean, relatively negligible. It's not asking necessarily for Vulfpeck, but I definitely
Right,
think you
it's
need
just
to
a
be in the
music group.
scene in order to be, in the sphere of conversation.
Okay.
I think it's rather negligible. Social media content that's definitely important. TV shows, less and less.
No.
I wouldn't say absolutely. They were on the Late Show. That's probably
Right.
some exposure.
Yeah.
Interviews on magazines.
Corey Wong's making money this week on Colbert, so
Yeah. Probably go rather important there. Interviews on magazines,
last
blogs,
week, sorry.
and fanzines. I think that's a 10. Yeah, or
What is
a 4
this?
to 4 here. Interviews on magazines, blogs, and fanzines.
Okay. Well, I'm sorry. What's the question?
How important would you consider these elements to judge how authentic a band is?
Okay.
Because like a lot of the topics of conversation for the Conscious Club podcast stem
from Q&As.
from Q&As.
Okay.
So
Podcasts.
Fair.
live performance and concerts. I mean, what else are you
yes,
doing if you're not a band? Like documentaries and artist biopics. I would say it's rather important because just going the Frank Sinatra. That's from a documentary. You know, it's Bernard Purdy going Aretha Franklin.
Right.
I'm dude. Frank Sinatra.
Always loved it.
Huge. Could you tell with your own words how authentic Vulfpeck musicians seem to you?
Very.
V. I'm just gonna put V.
Nice.
Could you add something about Vulfpeck's authenticity?
Yeah, gotcha there.
Could I add anything?
This guy's one step ahead.
Nah, dog. I mean, like,
Yeah.
You might not know what V means, though. I'd put very because he's French.
V. Very. I mean,
Cool.
do you have anything else to add? Because, like, to be honest, like, we haven't even, gotten the crust off the authenticity of Vulfpeck, even with these first 26 podcasts.
Authenticity is a weird word,
Right?
and it's a weird word for a band like Vulfpeck.
I don't think so.
Because they're amalgamation of so many different bands.
Yeah, they're so referential. Every time you look at something that you thought was like this like brand new like thing, it comes from something. It's part of a lore. And that is something that is true to Vulf and makes Vulf what it is. And I think that that's authentic and that's wonderful. But it depends on what you define that authenticity to be. I think Vulfpeck is unapologetically itself, and it's embraced
Meanwhile,
itself in a
propped
way.
up by all these influences.
Yeah. And it's propped up by all these influences, but the music is
You're right.
extremely.
I mean, the
influenced.
definition of authentic is of undisputed origin,
Right.
genuine. So it's like I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
I definitely see what you're saying because like it's definitely you hear stuff, you hear Steely
Right.
Dan, you hear Purdy, you hear all these
Right.
things where it's like I'm pretty sure like somebody who loves funk music from that era would listen to Vulfpeck and notice these
Be
things.
like, okay.
So it can be like,
yeah.
it's like the cause nod, but it's the Jack nod
Mm-hmm.
to everything that he loves, which is interesting because like, is that authentic? Of undisputed origin, I would argue so. Because Vulfpeck's music is inherently influenced by all these people, but it definitely doesn't sound anything like what these bands would make. I think.
Okay.
Because it's an
That's cool.
amalgamation.
That's fair.
Right? It's like you're taking Purdy from here, you're taking stuff from there, you're taking Steely Dan lyrics from here and putting it into one package.
Right.
Whereas I think that's undisputed. You know what I mean? Like that's like what we're doing with this podcast. We're taking here, we're doing this, we found this, we're talking about this, and we're putting it together. I'm not like aligning myself with Jack in any way because he is a
No, but
shepherd
when
of greatness
you
and is great nonetheless. And I am a mere sheep in the shepherd.
No, but when you make something, it is yours. So all of these, like the
Right.
ways that the characteristics
inherently
of this
original.
show,
Right.
yeah, are very much you,
Right.
And they come from wherever you come from, right?
Right.
Like whatever your
Right.
inherent influences is, whether you know them or not. Yeah, exactly. And
Right.
and that's the same. And Vulfpeck is very authentic in the fact that yes, okay, it is very referential,
Right.
and that's
original.
authentic to Jack.
Right.
And it's authentic in a similar way to Theo, and it's authentic in a similar way to anyone who steps in for a song or an album or
Right.
becomes basically a member. Like all of that is true to this one experience,
Right.
But it is interesting because Vulf is, more, or maybe they put it out in this like weird, mysterious way more than any other band would ever dare to, where
Right.
it kind of dares you to question, like, where does this come from? Like,
Right.
You know,
what am I
you-
hearing?
every
What are
time-
you talking about in
Right.
these songs?
because there are songs that I'm like,
Yeah.
well, we'll get to it.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah. No, we'll definitely get to it in the episodes to come. Can you add anything else? Authenticity.
No.
No?
I don't really know how to. No.
It's not required. All right. The last section will ask you some general information. Please define your gender. I do not recognize myself in the genders above because there's
Sweet.
2 different genders in this room. What is the highest grade or level of school you've completed? We've all completed college.
Yes.
Bachelor's.
Bachelor's degree. There we go. Thank you. Please feel free to leave a comment about Vulfpeck's authenticity as a. What was this guy's name? Do you remember?
I've been trying to remember that. Been trying to remember that.
Keep doing yo thing.
Research.
Love that you're doing this.
No, this is kind of the perfect. This is a college project on the right track. This is an authentic college project.
The authentic.
Really, yeah. I'm happy we took the time to do this.
If you haven't,
This is all just to plug our
plugging the show.
podcast.
We're definitely plugging the show.
the Conscious Club podcast.
And
Please do on YouTube, Spotify,
anywhere that
all
you
just to
find
plug it.
podcasts.
Apple
And
Music.
when you get your findings, and you might, and if you want to share anything interesting, whatever address you have for them to.
Thank you, Daniel.
Yeah.
Dude, we got two
This is
co-hosts.
why he's on the show.
That's why he's on the show. Yes, it is. I don't think I've mentioned it in another podcast. Maybe
Not
the first
really.
podcast that we did. Yes, it is TCCP direct at gmail.com.
Nice. I love that.
I wanted to go Flyers direct on y'all. It's TCCP direct at gmail.com.
You're cute.
Please submit your clips, your stuff, your questions,
Your findings?
your findings, what you hate about us, what you love about us.
Is it authentic?
Is it authentic? Keep us accountable. I know we have opinions, and some people don't agree with it. So
Yeah, but you also have accountability.
we do have accountability. I think
do.
that part of the show is what makes us unique from other podcasts, because not a lot of people want to admit they're wrong. Not a lot of people want to set the record straight and go, I apologize. I was wrong. I didn't know. I was just blabbering my mouth on some podcast. I'm sorry. I apologize. Yeah. Hope I don't get, doxxed.
No, probably not. But yeah, let's hope. Let's hope. Let's hope.
Not yet, at least.
All right. So I think this brings us to the meat of the podcast.
Oh.
This brings us to the meat.
Meat.
This week, it is Vulf Trivia.
Daniel bringing the
2.
meat.
It's Vulf Trivia 2. We have Daniel. It is going to be done right this time. Not that you did anything wrong.
cheating.
No cheating. Tori made the questions last time. Do you remember what number podcast that was? Vulf Trivia?
Vulf Trivia question number 1. Which numbered podcast was Vulf Trivia 1? It was going to be a question, and
Are
it
you
was
serious?
not.
Really?
Yeah, I like at the end I was like, I'm
Is
not
it
going to do
11?
any meta questions.
15.
Yes.
No way. Will you edit them?
that
By the
tally.
way, should somebody keep score?
Yeah, someone's going to have to.
I got.
Do you have a pen?
Cool.
And I got a pen right here.
Fantastic.
Sharpie or whatever. Yeah.
Thank you.
All right. Indy's up to a good start. He's going to lose probably, just saying that.
So yeah, there's no cheating on this TCCP trivia.
We have never
2.
seen the questions. Daniel has made these questions. I asked Daniel
Completely
last week
independently.
to make enough questions to fill a segment for the show, and that is what he did. And holding him accountable.
Yeah.
Love it here. Last time on episode 15 was Mr. Sean McDaniel, who made the awesome show
Perfect host.
My Death Co. A great first host for Vulf Trivia, and I know we said in that podcast that the winner of that game would play Daniel in the next show, but that's not the case because Tori made the questions last time, and
It was a full cheat.
It was a full cheat.
It was very fun.
Yeah, it's very fun.
Funny. You can go watch it. Episode 15.
Yeah, episode 15 with Sean McDaniel, creator of My Death Co. Look it up on YouTube.
Yeah, tough act to follow. I won't do him justice, but
Dude,
No, you'll
my
do
best.
it
You'll be-
great, Daniel.
you'll be you in your own way, and it'll be great, just as good or better.
all right.
Sorry, Sean. All right, shall we do Vulf Trivia 2? Hold on one more second.
How do we play this game?
Tori will explain the rules as
Okay.
it happened last time, but this is Vulf Trivia. Fuck. Vulf Trivia.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I don't even hear it.
No.
No.
Unplugged.
Gone.
Oh.
You
I
acapella?
hear it.
Hello?
Why is it so quiet? Oh, I hear it. It's just super
Does it work like
quiet.
Yeah.
Fuck it.
All right.
All right. Well,
okay,
next
so
time.
this
We'll get
is
'em
how
next
we
time.
play.
Sorry, guys.
This is how we play TCCP
Okay.
trivia. So
Vulf Trivia.
basically,
TCCP.
you're gonna ask us questions. You're gonna
It's
ask us
Vulf Trivia 2, by the way. Okay.
Vulf Trivia 2. Okay, so you're going to ask us questions individually. So it'll be either me or Indy first.
Okay.
And then you'll ask us a question individually.
All right.
Now, if we don't get it right, then we don't get a point.
Yes.
And if we get it right, we get a point.
Okay.
And if you don't get it right, I can answer and get a point still?
And steal
Correct.
the point.
And vice
We can
versa.
steal. Yeah.
Fantastic.
Cool.
All right, Tori,
Yeah.
as winner of the last game.
I'll sacrifice you.
No.
didn't I
Well,
win?
no. The question is, who won?
Did you?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I think I won.
All right. Well, what I was going to do is I was going to say, Tori, as winner of the last game, you are winner of the coin toss to decide whether you would like to go first or last in getting questions.
It's a coin toss. I like it.
I like it. So, should we do a coin toss?
Oh, this would be a good time to point out the Clips channel. This is before we start. TCCP Clips. It is the Conscious Club Podcast Clips channel on YouTube. If you type in TCCP Clips, give us a little shout out there. And for Vulf Trivia, let me go and see because I can go straight to the clip. TCCP Clips, Vulf Trivia.
You're telling me that there's a YouTube channel I can go to relive all of my favorite Conscious Club podcast moments?
That is correct.
That is correct.
My God.
It's TCCP Clips or the Conscious Club Podcast channel, and we have great end cards to our clips.
Oh, I
now.
can't wait to go see 'em.
It's great. So this resulted in who winning?
Anyway.
All right.
So,
let's
Indy,
do it.
you have to get
8-7.
this to tie, or if I get it, I win.
Right.
And you're stoned and I'm sober, so this should be interesting.
The shade.
All right.
All right.
Pointing fingers on the Conscious Club Podcast.
So, what was Vulfpeck's first release on YouTube?
I honestly do not remember, so I can't even buzz.
Who goes
I'm
first?
going to let
does,
Indy
like,
go
wrote it,
first.
All right,
for
Indy's going to go first.
The Conscious Club
Ladies first. Let's
Podcast
do it.
Vulf Trivia.
All right. I don't even know
Ladies
if we
first.
should go through the. Yeah, I know.
go first.
Me. Oh, I get some deep comedy here. I'm like Rick Moranis in the Donald Fagen video where he throws that little if you go back to I'm into stuff, you're into stuff podcast episode 23. Yes. All right, let's do it. It is Vulf Trivia 2.
All right. So, first question goes to our host,
Indiana
Indy.
Fawcett.
Yes.
We're going to warm up here. We're going to do a couple questions from last time to test your guys' knowledge,
my God.
Shit.
and your memory.
You're tricky,
It should be
Daniel.
pretty easy.
Okay.
Indy,
Yes.
what is Vulf's music genre listed on Apple Music?
R&B and soul.
Yes.
Can
Nice.
I get an extra
Correct.
point for saying
For
German
the-
pop too?
Do you know you said I didn't quite get the I don't know. If you need it later.
Okay, 'cause Thrill of the Arts is German pop.
Oh, really? So that one's separate.
I think
Interesting.
it's
Give you
Thrill of
one
the
for
Arts.
now.
Okay, one
All right.
point. Okay, I'm asking for two.
That's great trivia though.
Okay.
Tori, what is Vulf's top viewed YouTube video?
Top viewed?
Yep.
Oh, no.
Most popular YouTube video.
Most popular?
I got this for show.
I think I'm going to say Beastly.
That is incorrect.
Shoot.
Let me bring it back with
He's gonna
Deantown.
Nice.
He got it?
It is
Deantown.
Oh
Yes.
my gosh, you guys, Indy's beating my booty.
I'm the
Now, does
host.
I didn't get
Indy
to cheat.
still get the next question?
Yes.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Indy, what is Vulf's second most popular YouTube video?
Before I answer
Yes.
that, can you also, because I love it when Sean did the
Yeah.
Indy, you have time to remember what he said is like, you have time to come back here, Indy.
Oh, yeah,
So,
yeah.
you know, like
Okay.
enveloping the host. Yeah, okay.
All right.
Here's your
I'll,
second.
I'll do my best.
Okay.
Let Daniel be his own person here.
Do my best.
On second thought, I'm sorry.
Well, Sean,
Don't
next
do
time.
whatever the fuck you want.
No, but I get it.
right.
Yeah.
Where's the host stick here? Huh? I'm just kidding.
Leave
Okay.
him be.
Okay. What was the second most popular video?
Yes.
Oh, Beastly.
Incorrect. Tori, you get a shot at this.
I'm going to say Back Pocket.
Incorrect.
Oh, what is
Back
it?
to Indy.
Is it back to me?
I don't
Go
know.
ahead,
Do we
do
just
it.
rally?
Do it.
Yeah, let's rally. We're doing a rally.
Second most popular video
Most popular.
would be Funky Duck.
Incorrect. All right, this is the last guess. Tori, what do you have?
1612.
Absolutely. That is correct. Yes. It is
Did she get a point,
1612. I have no idea how to weigh that
Hey,
one.
Hey, you're still winning.
I know, but like, hey, we have to have rules.
The rally was fun, was it
it was
not?
Rally was
Okay,
pretty
okay.
good.
Okay,
It was
rally.
pretty good.
I think I deserve it because I told Daniel to not be himself. So yeah, anyway.
Yeah.
So, but
Holding me-
whose question? It's Tori's question.
Holding me
right?
accountable here
Fantastic. On the Conscious Club podcast.
on the Conscious Club podcast, TCCP.
Tori,
Yes.
what was Theo Katzman's college major?
Holy shit.
It was not holy shit.
No.
You guys, I have no idea. I'm going to say jazz drumming, but I feel like that's Jack. Fuck. I don't know, you guys.
Just kind of follow your like kind of intuition there.
Okay, I'm going to say jazz drumming. No.
It's jazz and contemplative studies.
Oh, really?
Yes. So
my
it's
Jazz
like
and contemplative studies.
it's like half right.
That's half right.
It's like half right because he probably did some drumming in jazz and contemplative studies.
That's interesting. So I said jazz drumming, and it was jazz contemplative studies. So what do you think?
What are you thinking?
That's wrong. It's incorrect.
Okay.
That is incorrect.
Yeah, it's not.
On to Indy.
On
So
to-
right now we're 2-1. I'm not winning.
All right. Well, Indy, you have a chance to kind of soften your... I don't know how to say that. Anyways, whose quote is this? Here's something funny about us. We all have funny nicknames.
Joe Dart.
Yeah?
Wow.
All right. All right.
Indiana.
Someone studied. All right.
I mean,
Good study. Stayed up all night last
we've
night.
done so many podcasts so far. It's like common knowledge now.
Fair enough.
It's,
Well-
can I get an extra point for saying that was who is it on Colbert Show?
Yes, that was on Colbert.
So, extra point, thanks.
I did have bonus from the
God
Colbert
damn
Show
it.
here. As scorekeeper, just
It's fine. It's fine.
follow your
I'm
art.
losing. I'm not
Tori,
getting an extra point.
You
What?
actually have a chance here to come back with a question you have a little bit of knowledge on already.
Oh?
According to Jack Stratton, what is the inspiration for the numbers 1612?
Oh, it was the Airbnb that they stayed in
Yes.
when they recorded.
That is correct. Indy.
Were they recording there, or
I'm
were
not-
they just staying there, or was Jack? Did Jack have an Airbnb that people were using?
That's what it is. Jack had an Airbnb he was subletting.
Thanks for the point.
So people would ask for the code.
So it was wrong.
Well, it is the Airbnb code, which is what Tori said.
Don't try to give me away my.
Okay.
No,
I'm
you're
trying to
already
hold us
winning.
accountable like Danny Woodwood. Danny
me-
Woodwood. What's up,
All
Danny
right.
Woodwood?
Well, let's see.
Sorry, Danny Wood.
Let's see if you can get this one. Indy,
All right.
who is credited as the writer of the liner notes for the Beastly / It Gets Funkier 7-inch record?
Who is credited? Say the beginning part again.
Who wrote the liner notes of the Beastly / It Gets Funkier 7-inch record release?
Liner notes.
The liner notes.
I think this may be a trick question. Jack Stratton.
Jack Stratton is not credited as the writer of the liner notes.
Oh.
Tori, you have any guesses?
What is a liner note?
It's like it's so it's this blurb on a record. Basically, records come with like someone
Yeah,
external.
reach behind you there, on the back of that, right?
Yeah. This is a pretty bad example. This is the Mr. Finish Line record because this is mainly credits on a lot of records. You'll see it on a lot of jazz records. I don't know, probably a bunch of records. On a lot of jazz records and re-releases, someone will come in and someone external will kind of write a story about like
okay.
the
It's like the
timing of the
preface
record.
of a book.
Exactly, the preface of the book. Give some context to it.
Okay.
Who wrote the liner notes for the Beastly It Gets Funkier split 7-inch recording vinyl? Early Vulf, not in the band.
Interesting. Not in the band. Oh my gosh, weird. Early Vulf.
Can I respond?
Can we rally it over?
No,
we
I
have
haven't
someone.
said
No,
anything
that's
yet.
true. That's true. You gotta throw out a name.
I was gonna say Oh No Typico, but I don't think that's right.
That
is incorrect.
Go ahead.
That is incorrect.
I'm gonna go Chris Ager.
That is also incorrect.
Early Vulf.
Sorry.
Rob Stenson.
Oh.
Also, I
Talk about
suggest
the most ancillary member of the
Yeah.
Vulf
Right.
sphere. Yeah.
I suggest anybody who has not read this go read it. It is an account of Rob Stenson as he goes, and it's like this John Muir-like account of him hanging out with Wolfman in the woods, and he
Oh my
plays the
God.
music for him.
That's incredible.
That's
We will
pretty
cover that in a future podcast.
Whose question is it? It's Tori's question, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, Tori. Who compiled the Vulfpeck Ultimate Guide?
Easy.
I don't even know what that is.
Is it my turn?
Well, yeah.
I didn't even
Tori,
answer.
Tori can
You
shoot a
said
name
an
out.
answer. You said I didn't know.
You know, there's
I don't
only
know what that is, but I can still give an answer and a guess.
You know, there's a few personalities.
The Ultimate Guide to Vulfpeck? What even is that?
The Vulfpeck Ultimate Guide.
The Vulfpeck Ultimate
Where we
Guide.
found Jack Stratton's birthday.
I don't know what that is.
It's the ultimate guide to Vulfpeck.
I have no idea what that
Oh, she was sick that day.
Oh no!
You were sick
The
that day.
Vulfpeck Ultimate Guide is this kind of like catch-all document that kind of gives you everything you need to know about Vulfpeck
Yeah.
and all of its members.
This isn't fair because I was gone.
But, well, I for one, it escaped my mind that we had discussed it on a previous show. Two, it is one of like the more prominent like fans of Vulf who interact with the band that we know of.
Alexa?
See,
that is
you've never seen this?
Oh, Allegra.
Incorrect.
Oh, damn! I showed.
It is
You've
Allegra.
never seen this?
No.
That point
It's
goes
the
to
Vulfpeck
no.
Ultimate Guide.
Nope. Never seen it.
It's fantastic. It's worth a read, but after this, because you might cheat if you read it right now.
Okay.
You've worked from the guide.
Worked a little bit from the guide.
All right.
Pardon me. Okay.
All right. So,
All right,
So
that's a no
throwaway.
point. That's a no point.
No point. Sorry, guys.
question
Okay.
for Indy.
All right, Indy.
Yes.
How many tracks do each individual Vulf EP consist of?
6.
That is correct. Tori. This could be a good one for you.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Where did Vulfpeck play their first live show?
The Blind Pig?
That is correct.
Yay! We just watched that show.
I don't think that's correct.
It is. It's the Blind Pig.
Well, how about this? Because I watched the entire set last week.
Yes.
2 weeks ago. 3 weeks ago by the time we were watching this. He says, who was at the Sleepify shows in that show? And people were like, woo!
At the Blind Pig show?
At the Blind Pig show.
Have they played the Blind Pig
Was
twice?
it live?
It was the 2015 Blind Pig.
But was
No,
it
this
live?
was like a 20. They would have played a live show before 2015.
That's what I'm saying. So there must have been
there was another live show.
Okay, so it was
there was like an early, like late college,
Gotcha.
like the very early.
I love how
before any
the
releases.
Dans keep us accountable.
They do.
Danny
That's what we
Wood,
do.
Daniel Johnson. Yeah. All right.
All right.
All right.
So currently 4-3, Indy in the lead.
All right. Well, Indy,
Yes.
let's see if you can keep it up. What is the title of Theo Katzman's first solo album?
Heartbreak Hits.
That is incorrect.
What is?
Tori.
These are good questions.
Thank you.
Sorry.
Is that Dr. Sell?
No, it's reminding me about the Dodger game.
For some reason, I can only think about.
Heartbreak Hits.
No,
Oh.
he had a song
Oh,
called "I Love Pop," and that's the only thing I can think of.
that is on there. Yeah, I think. Right? No, it's on one of them.
Oh, do you mind?
Oh yeah.
I honestly can't remember, and I feel terribly.
Throw out a Theo-esque name. What would Theo name something?
Something Brooklyn.
Nah, it's
No,
incorrect.
that's
Is that
that's
your
one of
answer?
the songs.
Yeah.
No.
My Beautiful Tank Tops.
Good, but no.
Elton John glasses.
Absolutely not.
Balding spot.
Oh, you're getting further and further away.
Leave him
I
be.
wear hats because I'm balding.
Go from the heart. Go from the heart.
The heart, not
It's
heart.
from the heart.
Is heart a
It's
wink
it's
wink?
Theo and Jack.
Baby Theo?
It's Theo
Friends.
without Jack.
Here without Jack. Oh.
Thulf?
It's Romance without Finance.
Oh.
Now that's that. I like what you
I
said.
like
Theo without
that.
Jack.
Another throwaway. Who's it?
You got the fee fi without the faux fun.
Yeah, yeah. All right, Indy, right?
Yes. Fee fi
All
faux
right.
fun. Yeah.
How many tracks on The Beautiful Game is Corey Wong featured on?
On the Beautiful Game.
The music is so good.
Oh, yeah.
Can I see the track names? What, is that okay?
No.
No,
I
absolutely
can't see
not.
the track names.
No.
Okay. 1.
It's a beautiful game. It's got a song called Corey Wong on it.
Yeah.
You think that's
That
it?
There's 10 tracks, right?
Yes.
It's not 1.
No. No, I'm going to give you another
I'm
answer.
going to go 4.
That is incorrect, Tori.
6.
It is so close to being correct, but that is incorrect. Hey, without seeing the track names, either of you could get a point here. Name a track off The Beautiful Game Corey Wong is not on. He is on 7 out of 10.
7 out of 10. The Sweet Science.
Yep. All right, Tori. You have 2 tracks off The Beautiful Game. Corey Wong is not on left that you get a point here.
Oh no, you guys.
You definitely know it's not Corey Wong.
No.
One of these songs has been released multiple times in the Vulf sphere.
I'm gonna say Disco Ulysses.
That is incorrect. The others are El Chepe.
Oh.
Daddy, he's got a Tesla.
Daddy's got a Tesla.
So, El Chepe he's technically not on the song, but he was recording with Vulfpeck.
He just wasn't in the
track.
final mix.
He wasn't in the final mix.
He was in the final mix. That's
So
the same with
interesting.
Animal Spirit, right? I don't know.
El Chepe and it may have been Animal Spirits.
I don't
I'm not sure. Danny Wood,
you got
please.
a point,
Yep.
right?
Did I get a point
For the
for
Yeah.
the
Well,
Sweet
for
Science?
yeah. You got a point for Sweet Science.
So is that just a
Ish.
throwaway?
It's
We
kind of a
both got
throwaway point. Yeah. You both got a point. You both didn't get a point.
I didn't get a point though. Indy got a point,
Okay,
right?
I got a point.
Right?
Yeah, I did. No, I did.
Help because I don't remember.
All right. Well, Indy,
Yes.
is this your question? No, this is Tori's question.
Okay.
Which Vulfpeck album does the song Back Pocket appear on?
Album or EP?
Album. Full-length album.
I don't think it's an album.
I think it's an EP, and I
EP.
think it's My First Car.
I have Thrill of the Arts here.
Oh,
That is an album.
that is an album. Okay, I got it wrong then.
All right. Indy.
Yes.
What was the first track released for Hill Climber just over 1 year ago?
Half of the way.
That is incorrect. Tori,
Sorry.
you have a chance to steal.
God damn it. Danny Wood is like killing me right now.
Yeah, I want to know what his score is by the end of this.
I know, right?
Hill Climber?
Give us your honest score, Danny.
Off Hill Climber. Not what you would think it would be.
I honestly don't remember.
Throughout any track.
Can I?
We rally?
Just name any song.
You got to name a wrong one to give Indy a
Okay.
chance to rally.
She can't think of any track on that.
It's not half of the way.
All I can think of is the Simon one, but that's from Fearless Flyers.
Love is a Beautiful Thing.
That is also incorrect. It was Lost My Treble long ago.
That was track 1?
That was the first one released, and the Soft Parade a little bit after.
released. I thought you meant track 1.
Oh, no, sorry. I meant released.
What's track 1 then?
Track 1 is half of the way, to my
Hey!
knowledge.
Oh, okay.
What the hell?
That's what I thought you were talking
First
about.
release.
too.
I thought you should have said single. What was the
What
first
was the
single?
first track released for Hill Climber? Sorry.
I thought you meant the
I don't
first
know
one
if they
on the
were
album.
doing singles or not, because they end up releasing every single song.
It's interesting.
So I don't know whether to count them as singles. So
They're singles.
That is actually
They're
something
singles.
that, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Because like if you, I don't know if it's on Spotify, but if you're on Apple Music, their albums
Right.
there's like an album
and then
thing
there's
for
singles
singles.
that.
Because
Right.
like there's Hill Climber and then there's Hill Climber for Survival. You know, like
Oh,
Hill
yeah,
Climber
okay. That's fair. That's fair.
All right, throwaway question.
All right.
I'm just kidding.
Whose is this?
This is Tori.
This is Tori's question. Who sings with Theo Katzman on the Hill Climber track, Love is a Beautiful Thing?
Joey Dosick?
That is incorrect.
Okay.
Coco O.
That is also incorrect.
Oh, I know her name.
Yep.
God damn it. It wasn't Coco O.
It was not Coco O.
I don't remember her name.
Monica Martin.
Fuck. Right when I said Coco O, I was like, what's she gonna do? All right.
All right.
All right.
5-3 Indy winning. I have
5 to
no
3.
chance.
I don't know.
Let's round out this sode.
This one's going to be a tough one for Indy here. In the last year, Corey Wong has released 3 live albums. What are the names of those live albums?
Oh man. Live in pass.
Tori.
I got it wrong. Yeah.
You can get one of these.
I can't.
One of these.
Live at sea?
No, that's close to one of them. Tori, just
Live in Berlin? I don't know.
no. But
Live in Minnesota?
Deanham?
no.
Live in Minneapolis?
Minneapolis.
Live in Minneapolis.
Shit.
Okay. I mean, that's...
No, you guys are just teaming up. It's live in Minneapolis, live in the UK, and live on the Lido deck.
Live in the Lido deck. Okay.
Lido.
All right.
All right.
Tori,
Yeah.
equally hard. Corey Wong, 3-parter question.
3 points, though.
Yes, you can get 3 points.
She can single-handedly come for me right here.
You can get 3 points. Corey Wong listed 3 goals he asked the internet's help with in his social experiment. What were those goals?
Oh, I love that. That's a great question.
Thank you.
To get the cause nod.
Yes. That is correct. 2 more goals.
To... I'm going to pass it to Indy.
To plan a record with Cause.
No.
Really?
No, that was that just ended up being part of the Cause Nods.
Okay.
But the one of them does have to do with Dave Cause, Tori.
To...
Oh, I think I know.
You know...
One of them is a very timely goal.
I think I know. To like get a response from him to get his attention or like to talk to him.
That is the Cause Nod. You got that one.
I thought it was like to... I don't know.
There are 2 more goals. One has to do with Dave Cause, and one is rather timely.
To play on a cruise ship? Mm-hmm. Is that the Cause Nod?
No, that's ish the third goal. The third goal is a reach goal, the rhythm guitar cruise.
Right. Smooth Jazz Cruise.
Yeah.
Was it? Or rhythm guitar?
The rhythm guitar
Okay.
cruise with all those rhythm guitarists in different rooms. Dave
Right.
Matthews, just an acoustic set.
Yes, I do.
All right,
Okay.
there is the goal, the middle goal, though. Any guesses on this middle goal? There's a goddamn song named after it.
Huh.
Ish.
He wants a companion?
No.
Something
It
about
is.
lunchtime.
To get on the MSG Jumbotron during the New York News.
Jumbo-
I just have MSG Jumbotron because that's what's written in the video.
Okay.
Interesting.
Okay.
Remember the Jumbotron hype song?
Yes.
Featuring Antoine Stanley.
Yes.
Off The Optimist.
Right.
All right. Indy. It's okay if you didn't get that one because I've got an equally hard one for you. Theo Katzman plays both guitar and drums in Vulfpeck. What instrument did he learn first?
Drums.
Bonus point for age.
3.
Yeah, no. Like, yes, but no.
How can that not be? Yeah.
Theo Katzman sat in on his father's band and played drums once when he was a
All right,
3-year-old.
we covered that.
Yes.
Yeah.
But
So he
didn't
played on a
pick
drum set.
drums and learn them
I
until he
guess?
was
7.
11 or
Shit.
12. When did he learn guitar?
Mm. 15.
No, 13 or 14. Close.
Ah.
All
So
right.
Do I get a point for that?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Alright,
you got a
good one.
point. All right, Tori.
Mm-hmm.
This Mr. Finish Line track is a cover of a 2009 song by the artist Maki.
Say it again.
This Mr. Finish Line track is a cover of a 2009 song by the artist Maki. Which Mr. Finish Line song is a cover? I did not know this one until actually.
Cover. I
creating
think I
this.
Oh, I know it.
remember talking about it, but I can't remember what it is.
Throw a track out.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6.
I can't remember.
You passing it
A
over?
little bit of animation in the.
Birds of a Feather.
Yes. It is Birds of a Feather.
Would have never guessed that.
Do you know that was a cover?
No.
I didn't.
That's maybe for the next podcast.
There you go. And speaking of, the artist Maki is listed as a collaborator on which Ancillary Vulf members' 2018 album?
Is this for me?
Yes.
Joy Dawson.
Yeah. Inside Voice.
Mm-hmm.
Damn. All right.
I only
This is
know
why
because
he's the host.
no, I only
No,
I only
Indy's
know
come back in a major way since the last trivia
7 to
game.
4.
7-4.
4. Hey,
It's not, as bad of an upset as it was last time.
hey Siri, what is the Dodger score
From the game from like 3 weeks ago.
from the game that was 3 weeks ago? 5-2. I hope it was 7-4, but it was 5-2.
All right, Tori.
Top of the 7.
Joe Dart lists this bassist of a legendary Los Angeles-based band formed in 1983 as a major inspiration.
It's probably the guy from Fish, but I don't know his name.
It is not, but that is also a major inspiration.
Can you read the question again?
Yeah. Joe Dart lists this bassist of a legendary Los Angeles-based band formed in 1983 as a major inspiration.
Los Angeles based.
Yeah, so he's a Los Angeles famed bassist.
I'm not too sure. I'm going to pass it.
I'm gonna pass too. I don't know. Danny Wood.
Flea from the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Oh, fuck.
It's an
Yeah, I
obvious
do
one once you
remember
know
that.
it, you know.
For
Just
fuck's
going
sake.
Yeah, what? He's destroyed a bass at home.
His kids are crying.
No.
I'm just kidding.
All right, Indy.
Yes.
You probably know who Corey Wong is referring to when he says the Stamos of sax. But who is the Peter Parker of Postmates?
What?
The Peter Parker of Postmates.
What does that even mean?
Can you give more context to where that's from?
Is this you or
No.
is this from
No,
It's-
I remember him saying that. I
He
just
has
don't know
said
where or what was the context of where he was when he was saying those.
A show.
I know that.
Okay. It was a performance.
Great.
It's a release. It is said on a release. An official Corey Wong release.
Petar, the drummer.
I cannot believe you got that. Yes, it is
Really?
Petar Janich. On the cymbals and drums, 30 measures, or it's free.
Unless his name is Peter, but Peter Petar. Woo!
All right, Tori.
Love that Eastern European name.
Yeah.
Vulfpeck played back-to-back shows in summer 2019, known as...
Back-to-back shows. In 2019? Oh, you mean the Greek?
I do mean Greek Week. Yes.
Dude, Daniel, I gotta say you are so good at making these questions because it's like the SAT test where it's like
Oh.
this thing on
Right.
this album was this, and
Right.
you're like you're giving us clues as to what the answer is. I love
Ah, well, thank
Daniel's contributions to the Conscious Club podcast. It sucks you haven't been on in 8 episodes.
you. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'm here.
Oh, 9 now.
Not yet. 9. Oh my gosh. Oh wow.
All right, Indy.
Yes. Okay.
How many users does the Vulfpeck Instagram account follow?
It can't be 1612
No, it's not.
Nope, that is incorrect. Tori.
because that's what the
Say-
Conscious Club podcast Instagram has followers. Look at that.
Nice.
Look at that, yeah. 1612.
I want to say like 36.
That is also incorrect. You guys want to rally?
We might be rallying all night.
8.
That is also incorrect, but a great guess.
Great.
It's really not, but
23.
that is incorrect.
What is it?
0.
They don't follow anybody?
Don't follow anybody.
Are you fucking
be
kidding
true.
me?
Really?
Yeah, I
mean,
mean,
like,
unless
yeah.
Jack is gone and changed things since this afternoon.
Wow, they aren't following anybody. And if you look at the Conscious Club podcast Instagram, we're following 1609.
Oh no! Maybe 3 people just
I
sort
didn't
of decided.
unfollow anybody.
3 people
No,
might
but
have
that's
just
me
been like,
following.
yeah, but 3 people might have just been deleted their Instagram.
Oh,
You know?
you're right. Okay.
Maybe someone
I
deactivated.
gotta add 3. Whatever. All right. Cool.
Failing over here.
All right, Tori. This is pretty, like, if you can get this, it's definitely an honorary win.
Okay.
In 2018, the members of Vulfpeck played Halloween dressed as each other. Mm-hmm. Who was Antoine Stanley dressed as?
Joe Dart.
That is incorrect.
Woody Goss.
That is correct. Yes.
Really?
And that is all of the trivia
Indy
that we have
got
for tonight.
That is both trivia.
Indy got 9 points
2.
and I got 5. So he won by 4.
Wow. Call me the Dodgers because I just hit the game winner, y'all. Woo.
Come back.
Lido deck.
Lido.
Yeah.
Lido.
Oh, is it Lido or Lido?
I have no
Lido.
idea.
I've been on a cruise. It's Lido.
Oh, okay.
All right.
All right. Well, what a great show we have. We have had today.
Great job to both of the contestants.
Thank you.
Thank you for
And-
writing
valiant
the
effort.
questions.
No, seriously,
You're a
I want
great
to say,
host.
I'm sure Danny Wood will comment on how good of a job you did with drafting these questions.
I might have been wrong.
And how bad of a job we did as hosts. But I want to say, from me to you, thank you seriously, from the bottom of my heart.
Yeah.
It's not some shtick I'm doing for the show, but you are great at what you do. You're a part of the show. You're a producer for the show. You are, whether you like it or not, a part of the Conscious Club podcast, and I thank you, Dan.
Well, thank you. I am amazed you got the Peter Parker of Postmates. That was my Hail Mary.
That's impressive.
But I was sitting there and I was listening to it because I was like, all right, I need to go somewhere else from the guide. And I put on Overture because I'm like, he says something funny in here and I can get a joke question.
Right.
He says that and I'm like, that is something that, like, if we were teenagers, we would quote daily. You know, just because, like,
Probably.
if we had a live album that we got the whole
Right.
group listening to and we are just like, oh my God, this is amazing. And it's just like the Peter Parker of Postmates. Like, what?
All right. Well, thank you again, Daniel.
Yeah,
I
thank you for having me.
I appreciate how much effort and time you put into this. It really showed. So thank you. All right, so we're already going pretty long here, but I wanted to just show a couple things of what I gathered for this.
Cool.
Just a couple. I will move the great stuff into next episode, which will be what you've already saw last week. But talking about Jason Lee Brun's recovery of the music,
music fine.
falling, this is another great find that we found this week of another excellent recovery. I'm not sure what band this was. Oh! He goes with one hand. He's drumming with one hand right now.
Impressive. Oh, a stick
Is this
so
that
far.
blue Vulf hat?
The camera guy hands it to him.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Excellent recovery.
That's great.
Lovely. Excellent recovery. Also, a notable mention, I did want to show Emily C. Browning's recent post because it was dope and it reminds me of the Conscious Club podcast with her beat making skills on the keyboard here. It's from Vulfpeck's Insta. The Vulf Comp Crunch when you're low on RAM. Dude, Emily Browning's so dope.
Yes, yeah.
System overload.
Cute.
That's just great.
It's perfect.
Love it.
She's super dope, great musician, and definitely worthy of being feated.
Yeah.
You know.
Always.
In and out.
Pardon me.
Great timing.
Is she only feated in Fearless Flyers? Or is she feated on a Vulfpeck track?
Corey Wong?
No, I know Corey Wong's
Oh,
feated
okay.
her, but she's feated on
Oh, is she
Fearless
really?
Flyers track.
Oh,
Right?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, the
No.
first album.
Oh,
She
really?
does this trombone, right?
Oh, really?
Oh.
No way.
No, wait. Really?
Let's get down to it. Let's see. Fearless Flyers.
I didn't know she played trombone.
Is it Barbara? Isn't it? Huh.
I'm not
Maybe
sure.
I'm thinking of somebody else. Danny Wood, please let me know because I know you figure that out, and we'll bring it up on the next podcast about how wrong we were.
The auditor of the TCCP content.
He's the auditor of the
Checks and
auditors.
balances.
Yeah.
We're going to be the openers of the openers at Vulfpeck Show.
Yes.
And Danny Wood is the auditor of the auditors.
openers.
Of the auditor of the openers.
Auditor
of the openers. For the Country Club.
It's going to be a long bill.
Yeah, very long
Very
bill.
long.
Okay, so should I do lookalikes, dude stop, or small stage?
Small stage sounds cute.
Small stage. So this happened this week. Funny Funk. We have moved into Funny Funk. Pack member Shin. A reminder to myself whenever I'm about to complain about stage size.
That
And
is small.
It's 4 people sharing a stage that's smaller than like an IKEA table.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. It's great.
It's like the size of those Big Mama Papa pizzas, you know, that people get that like go on the bed. It's the same size as that stage.
I love that. I love that. All right. Well, that kind of rounds out the show today. I had more to show you, but we'll save it for another show because I know you guys got lives and stuff, lives to live.
Lives and stuff.
And I think we'll let you go with some Emily C. Browning. I think that was very topical to
I
round
love
us
her
out.
Christmas lights,
Sweet.
by the way.
Yeah, the Christmas lights are dope. Well, thank you guys for listening. Thank you guys for watching. It's the Conscious Club Podcast. It's a Living, Breathing Facebook group. Well, not really. It's, what did you call it? What did you
The
say?
IRS of the Vulfpeck.
The IRS of the Vulfpeck. I really think Jack would love that way more than the Living, Breathing Facebook group. So, the IRS of the Vulfpeck Facebook group. This is Indy, Tori, and Daniel signing off for the Conscious Club Podcast. Thank you guys for
Thank
watching.
you guys.
All right.
Great show. Different kind of show.
Right before the battery died.
Timing.
And he absolutely decimated me.
Alrighty.
Good job, Bub. You won.
Great.
I accidentally put my hand over your butt. It's like literally the wettest, hottest thing I've ever touched. It was like touching the rainforest.
Wet and hot. Hey everybody, Indy here, and thanks for watching the Conscious Club Podcast. Please be advised that this is a fan-made podcast. Even though we would love nothing more, we are not associated with Vulfpeck, Vulf Records LLC, Vulf Productions Inc, or any associated acts tied to the greater Vulf umbrella. We do this show out of love, not for monetary gain. We simply wanted an outlet like this to exist, so we made it happen, and I hope that's okay. Thanks for watching, and always remember, fee fi fo fum.